Hey there, savvy viewers! Ever feel like living in Japan is like staying in a 4-star hotel but being billed for 5-star luxury? Well, you're not alone. Today we're diving into why life in Japan can feel like you're paying top dollar for a nearly perfect experience. So, grab your matcha and settle in, because we're about to spill the tea on what it really costs to live in the land of the rising sun. From sky-high housing prices to the hidden costs of everyday living, Japan's financial landscape might surprise you. We'll break down the data and give you a clear picture of what you're really getting for your money in this fascinating country. Ready? Let's get started. Let's talk about housing. The dream of owning a home in Japan can feel more like a challenge when you look at the numbers. As of 2024, the average price of a home in Tokyo is around 67 million yen, approximately $500,000, according to the Japan Real Estate Institute. In other major cities like Osaka and Yokohama, prices can also be steep. Renting isn't much better. Average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in central Tokyo can be around 150,000 yen, about $1,100. Why the high prices? Limited space, high demand, and stringent building regulations contribute to the costly housing market. It's no wonder many residents feel like they're paying top-tier prices for high-quality accommodations. Taxes. Japan's tax system can be quite intricate, with income tax, residence tax, and consumption tax adding to the financial burden. The national income tax rate ranges from 5% to 45%, depending on your income level. Additionally, residents also pay a local inhabitant tax, which is about 10% of their income. Let's break this down with examples for low, mid, and high-income earners. Low-income earners. For someone earning 3 million yen annually, approximately $22,000, the income tax would be calculated as follows. National income tax, 5% on the first 1,950,000 yen, approximately $14,300, equals 97,500 yen, approximately $715, plus 10% on the remaining 1,050,000 yen, approximately $7,700, equals to 105,000 yen, approximately $770. Total national income tax equals 202,500 yen, approximately $1,485. Local inhabitant tax, 10% of 3 million yen, approximately $22,000, equals 300,000 yen, approximately $2,200. Total tax, 202,500 yen, national, plus 300,000 yen, local, equals 502,500 yen, approximately $3,685. Mid-income earners. For someone earning 7 million yen annually, which is approximately $51,000, the income tax would be national income tax 5% on the first 1,950,000 yen, which is around $14,300, equals 97,500 yen, approximately $715. Then, 10% on the next 1,950,000 yen, about $14,300, equals 195,000 yen, approximately $1,430. Next, 20% on the next 2,400,000 yen, around $17,600, equals 480,000 yen, approximately $3,520. And finally, 23% on the remaining 700,000 yen, about $5,150, equals 161,000 yen, approximately $1,180. So the total national income tax comes to 933,500 yen, about $6,845. Local inhabitant tax, 10% of 7 million yen, approximately $51,000, equals 700,000 yen, around $5,100. So the total tax would be 933,500 yen for national tax, plus 700,000 yen for local tax, which equals 1,633,500 yen, approximately $11,945. High-income earners. For someone earning 15 million yen annually, which is around $110,000, the income tax would be national income tax, 5% on the first 1,950,000 yen, About $14,300 equals 97,500 yen, approximately $715. 10% on the next 1,950,000 yen, around $14,300, equals 195,000 yen, approximately $1,430. 20% on the next 3,300,000 yen, about $24,200, equals 660,000 yen, approximately $4,840. 23% on the next 3,300,000 yen, around $24,200, equals 759,000 yen, approximately $5,575. 33% on the next 4 million yen, about $29,300, equals 1,320,000 yen, approximately $9,700. And 40% on the remaining 500,000 yen, around $3,650, equals 200,000 yen, approximately $1,475. So the total national income tax comes to 3,231,500 yen, about $23,735. Local inhabitant tax. 10% of 15 million yen, approximately $110,000, equals 1,500,000 yen, around $11,000. So the total tax would be 3,231,500 yen for national tax, plus 1,500,000 yen for local tax, which equals 4,731,500 yen, approximately $34,735. Additionally, everyone in Japan pays a consumption tax, which recently increased to 10%, applied to most goods and services. This extensive taxation system can make you feel like you're not getting full value for your money, especially when considering the cost of living. Whether you're earning a modest income or a substantial salary, the tax burden in Japan is significant, contributing to the feeling of paying 5-star prices for a 4-star experience. Healthcare costs. Healthcare in Japan is often praised for its quality, but it comes at a price. Although Japan has a universal healthcare system, residents still pay 30% of their medical costs out of pocket. According to the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, the average annual medical expense for a household is around 340,000 yen, approximately $2,500. Prescription drugs, medical procedures, and even routine checkups can add up quickly. While the healthcare system is efficient, the costs can make it feel like you're paying 5-star rates for high-quality care. Groceries and utilities are essential expenses that can also be quite high. According to the Statistics Bureau of Japan, the average household spends about 50,000 yen, around $370 per month on groceries. Items like fresh produce, meat, and dairy can be particularly expensive. Utilities aren't cheap either. The average monthly utility bill in Japan is around 20,000 yen, about $150. But this can vary depending on the season and location. High costs for electricity, water, and gas can make it feel like you're always paying more for the basics. Education is another significant expense, especially higher education. Tuition fees for universities in Japan can range from 500,000 to 2 million yen, approximately $3,700 to $14,800 per year, depending on whether the institution is public or private. Additionally, many families invest in juku, or cram schools, to help their children succeed academically, which can cost several $100s per month. These educational expenses can add up, making the pursuit of high-quality education feel disproportionately expensive. Despite these costs, Japan consistently ranks high in quality of life indexes. The country boasts excellent public transportation, world-class healthcare, and a low crime rate. The rich cultural heritage, advanced technology, and efficient public services are significant advantages. However, the high cost of living, from housing to everyday expenses, often leaves residents feeling financially stretched. This financial pressure can impact overall satisfaction, making the luxurious facade feel a bit less glamorous when considering the daily budgetary strain. So, is living in Japan worth the 5-star prices for a 4-star stay? It depends on what you value most. If you're seeking unparalleled safety, exceptional public amenities, and a vibrant cultural experience, Japan delivers in spades, but be prepared for the high costs that come with these benefits. While Japan offers an enviable quality of life, it's essential to weigh these advantages against the financial sacrifices. Ultimately, understanding these trade-offs will help you make an informed decision about whether the allure of Japanese living is worth the expense. Do you have any tips or experiences to share? Drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more money-saving advice. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.